Awesome. Hello there. Go to work. Go to work. Go to work. I want you to see my t-shirt down there. Go to work over there on the wall. All right. So, need some, what did he call that for the chair? At any rate, go to work. I would love for you all to doing some videos today. Go to work. If you're one of my friends on Facebook, holla at you. Go to work. So this video right here is also to share about some different events, but this time I'm going to showcase a different book. And this one is How Your Child Learns Best. And this is by Judy Willis. Okay, just so you know. If you're not my friend on Facebook, it's okay. It's Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, the book that I was sharing on Facebook Live. All right, but definitely we need some more people and teachers and yeah, people are teachers. Go to work in the neighborhood of education to read more books and such. And support wonderful events where you have family events like Universal Hip Hop Museum. This is here in Venice. This was located in Venice Beach, okay? Go to work. And those of you that are out of state, okay? All right, and having registered for free on a Universal Hip Hop Museums.org's website. Again, that's uhhm.org. And I'm going to try to do this video for the maximum time that Instagram, I'm sorry, YouTube allows me, okay? Because I'm just thinking about, yeah, at any rate, the other social media. So today it's almost 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time in California. There's Sir Bailey and his son Yaya. Isn't that pretty cool? Where the father and son they perform together. At this point in time, actually, the father's here supporting his son Yaya. And just so you know, those of you, it's the lineage of Philip Bailey, who has a book over there on the table right there too. Go to work. So, go to work. I just uploaded another book too. Go to work. It's my 5th book on Amazon.com. So please go and get that Go to Work book. This is the first one. Have a goal of writing 30 books or having my name on 30 books. So whether I'm co-writing, which I have already co-wrote 2 books with my cousin Sharice Roy, and we're on Amazon.com. So I need to write 25 more books or have my name on 25 more books. So maybe my cousin will co-write another book. My goal is to have that done by the end of this year, 2018. So I plan to do a lot between now and then. I definitely want to share with you all on YouTube about the fact that you all know when you look back at the date or see the date, it's Friday. Is for many people is the first Friday. They're concluding the children, whether adults or children, concluding their first Friday of the month of the first of their school year. So at any rate, I'm really excited. There's so many different things I want to talk about, but do know my main focus is to have people help children and adults, whoever is in education, to not have limitations upon them, that they can think outside the box. That help them to think outside the box, to try to equip them with the materials necessary for them to be able to think outside the box. So, like teachers, we are only supposed to stretch the vision, and we can definitely, we're supposed to plant seeds as well, but we need to get back to the fact that we're stretching the vision because people already know what they want to do. Even when they tell you they're not sure, they know what they like to do. They definitely could tell you what they don't like. So there's something in there already. So we need my plight this year is to help more people help me to help retrain the brains, or if you've read some books about mind mapping and so forth, to get people to be more equipped to taking the next step. So just like we know, or I just learned recently that the word Googleplex, that's a number. It's really a number. That's a number 1, the digit 1, followed by 100 zeros. And you can Google it, look it up yourself, type the thing. And to know that that number really exists and is actually the second largest number in the world. So that was deep. And here I'm sharing information and rereading a book about the secrets of the millionaire mind. And I was just on Google. It's amazing how much information you find on the internet. So at any rate, I'm having a Googleplex mindset event at the Five Points Youth Foundation if you're in LA. But do know if you're not in LA, it's okay because I'm going to be live, okay, as well. But I definitely would like for you to support my videos too. So I'm on Eventbrite. I need to hashtag Eventbrite as well. Shout out to Eventbrite. That is a wonderful, wonderful network, a platform as well. And that's the other thing about education. We have to help the children understand that they can actually utilize platforms as well. We talk about a lot of different events in entertainment. Again, shout out to Universal Hip Hop Museum. Definitely want to shout out also ADAM Media Group as well. So I'm actually the California representative. I'm an A&R. I did that before I was working with ADAM Media Group as well. But just to know that there are so many young people that's doing the same thing as older people. They're creating movies in their classrooms. They may be creating PowerPoints, but they can turn those PowerPoints into Final Cut Pro X videos, and they can showcase, like say for instance at the Five Points Youth Foundation that's located in South Central LA. There's some other students that they have access to the robotics club. It's a cart, the robotics cart in their classroom, and they may want to showcase that. Wouldn't it be great if one of their fellow classmates could check out a camera from their school, or a nonprofit organization could bless their school and provide cameras, and they can actually be videotaped creating those robots like they do for competitions and so forth. But just to know, I'm trying to do it like we want to multiply. Some people don't even know about robotic competitions. So, but some people don't know if the school that their child attends has at least one robotics cart in the school. There's just this thing about make sure you always have your books and pen, pencil, calculators, rulers, uniform, have your behavior in check and so forth. But nobody's really actually talking about all these other benefits that schools have. And sometimes it takes people like myself that knows about them to spread the word. So that's my plight this year, to spread the word about all these wonderful, wonderful opportunities and items that these schools have that most people don't know about, or they don't have enough information about them to help it work. You know, like if they saw a robotics cart in somebody's classroom, they didn't know that the school has an opportunity to sign up for a competition and their child can actually bring home money too. There's a way to do that too. It's not just all about the school, and that's a wonderful thing. You get the education from the school, you get the opportunity from the school, and so forth too. But there's this other opportunity for children to actually make money for their household, and it's a lot of children that will pay more attention to different things that's happening in the schools if they knew that they could benefit, that they could help their family, they could help their community. So there's this other thing called EACL, Esports Amateur Competitors League. And I know one of the children that know how to close for $50,000 deals, and it's not even out of high school yet. But that's because they're being trained not to think inside the box. You know, they're not being trained to just follow the status quo, to sit at the desk and only take notes, use Cornell notes and so forth. On another video, I was sharing different photo bowls and so forth, so the children can take responsibility for their own learning experiences. You know, it's not about just folding paper and cutting it and so forth, but they can make shows. They can create their storyboards before they get the software, before they get their own computer. They can create their own books. There's a such thing called CreateSpace.com that's an affiliate of Amazon.com. That's why I'm a self-publisher of 5 books now, because it's on Amazon. I learned about it on a radio station years ago. And I listen to a lot of radio, a lot of music, so I didn't want to put one radio show out there. But at any rate, because it was on other platforms, shout out to Amazon.com to provide this other platform. The child has to be 18 or a young adult, or have somebody that's 18 or over to create an account so that way they can become an author. They can be a child author. Doesn't have to only be the same people that we know. If you hear any music, I don't have the copyrights to the music. I do have my headphones on. I stay listen to the music and so forth as much as possible. And the children, some people didn't even know I had headphones on until I just said that now, or didn't know that I was listening to music while I was listening to you all or talking to you all until I just said something. So I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit more, okay? And just to know that this is, I know I need to clean up my desktop, but sometimes it's so busy and it just happens just that fast. It's amazing. Okay, but I do know how to create the folders and so forth to organize my desktop on my computer. Okay, so with that in mind, there is this thing, just to say that, there's this thing called working noise. Some teachers, they're not cool with that. Some teachers are. I happen to be one of those teachers that understand working noise. Working noise helps create the activity. Just like we know about the synapses in the brain, we know we need all these dendrites and fire these signals. You know, we know about neurons and to make those connections happen. So I love learning about the brain, and that's just wrote to me. But for some other people, they're looking like, wow, that's really cool. It is cool. Just like these Rubik's Cubes, bring these back out. Treat the children. If you have access to blessing schools with Rubik's Cubes, ask them, you know, see if it's okay, you know, talk to the principal and everything, and offer your services, and see what you can help with the classes with, because they do have downtime sometimes. Downtime meaning time for them to transition time is from one activity to another. That's that pause in the calls. There at different times there's children that are asking questions, and another child has completed an assignment, and you know they completed the assignment, and then you're about to bring them another assignment. But wouldn't it be great if they can bring out their Rubik's Cube, and you know, we have everything in order. You know, there's a behavior, there's a process and procedures and so forth, but it can happen wonderfully, beautifully, okay? Just like you have all these schools that have children that win chess competitions and so much more. It's possible, okay? So just to know, just like we have this young man who's performing and his father's taking pictures, and they are lineage of great, you know, Philip Bailey, who sang with Earth, Wind, and Fire. This is the third generation down, and they're in Venice Beach having a good time and supporting another wonderful entity. The the museum's being built right now on the. All right, go to work. Go to work, go to work. Okay, so it just paused for calls for just a little bit. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna have about a minute left, so I don't go over the 15 minutes, as I believe I'm only able to go 15 minutes live. I'm not really sure yet, but this is the longest I've ever been on YouTube's um, live video capacity. So just to encourage people, here's just a game. There's nothing on this ruler. Wouldn't it be cool to have children that I actually create or draw the tick marks on their own on an actual ruler that's covered, versus having to take the paper that's already blank, and then they had to cut it, and then they had to glue it to. At any rate, this would just be cool. Let them use tape, cover it up, use some electrical tape and so forth. Get the children used to being a carpenter and what have you. But implore. Okay. Look, I'm about to go. This phone is looking like it's want to cut off some. But just to get them inspired that they can do a lot of different things. If it's not a project-based school, help it to become a project-based school. Okay, go to work. Go to work. I appreciate you listening. Please tell a friend, share the video. Go to work.